What is up, guys? We are here with some gameplay of Lewis Hamilton at the Chinese Grand Prix with Nico Rosberg having the Chinese livery. Looks very nice. We're going to start on primes and we'll get a bit more about the video when we get on the grid. Starting from the back, behind the manner of Haryanto, Felipe Penaz and Marcus Ericsson, the only three I can actually see right now. So hopefully we're going to get off to a good start. We're probably not going to get a very good launch off the start as we are on the harder tyre. As you can see, Haryanto actually gets a better start than us, which is really bad. But the car on the right-hand side, I have no idea what he's doing. But anyway, so I think that's Pascal Verlaine, to be honest. So we're going to come through into this section. We're going to take it nice and easy. We're going to find a few gaps. Get a bit close with Marcus Ericsson. We're going to find another gap and we're going to be up into there. Yes, that does say Van Dorn. Allow me. Anyway, so we're going to come through. I'm actually going to come on. I think we're going to slot into 14th place. Yes, we do. But unfortunately for that, for whatever reason, my game actually froze and I didn't actually keep the footage either. So, well, a little bit further ahead now. Actually in P10. So that was kind of annoying that I was able to make up 3 or 4 positions in one corner and then it just didn't save. But we're going to go down the inside of Grosjean, who then gets overtaken by Felipe Massa. So we are now going to be in pursuit of Kevin Magnussen, who had a very, very poor race in China. They did very, very poorly, did Renault. We're going to get a snap of oversteer on the exit, so we're going to have to be extra quick with our straight line speed down the back straight. Seeing as it is a Renault power, we should be able to breeze past very easily. It is only a Renault, it's not a Red Bull, so we ain't got to worry too much about that. You can see we're already closing ridiculously. We haven't even got DRS yet. That's how bad. He's got a flashing red light, so that does mean he is harvesting energy, so that probably did help in the grand scheme of things. So we have Ricardo next with, I want to say that's Kvyat, but I'm not 100% sure. It looked like another Red Bull, but I have no idea if that is Kvyat. But anyway, Ricardo not doing too good in this race so far. Obviously he was in first place at some point, but taking us a while to catch up to the back of him. So lap 4, and you know, we haven't really made that much progress. I think that's actually Nico Rosberg just ahead. We just got overtaken there by Max Verstappen, so it was Verstappen instead of Kvyat. So now it's Ricardo, Bottas, Rosberg, Verstappen, and we go down the inside of Ricciardo actually. So that was actually a pretty good move, to be honest with you. I got a feeling that the Ferrari is absolutely bolted out in front, and Force India is actually in second place. So if this was real life, I'm pretty sure the Force India boys would be happy with that. But nonetheless, they are not where they should be in real life or in this race. So we're going to have a look at Bottas. But as we learned from Sunday, this car cannot keep up with cars. It can't overtake due to the dirty air. Like, the only chance it has of an overtake is down the back straight if the car can manage to get there. So the effects of that in real life actually showing through in the game, which is obviously good for me, making the game and stuff like that. But apart from that, we're not done too bad. On the obviously the harder tyres, so we're going to lose time to them. Bottas doesn't have the greatest exit, so we're going to have to just whore his slipstreams, you know, get there. But hopefully the DRS detection zone. We're going to get DRS in. I'm not sure if he will, but that is job done on Valtteri Bottas. We have secured 6th place, so it's the race winner of the race yesterday, Nico Rosberg, just ahead of us. We're going to go on to lap 5, coming on to the end of lap 6, and we're going to get a bit of damage to our front wing. We stupidly hit the bollard. Bollard, just, I don't know why it's there, to be honest with you, because it's basically there, just, I know it's there for a reference point, but it's basically just there to be hit. It's not like the Formula E bollards that literally just go down when you run over them. But anyway, we're actually gaining so much in this sector with damage, so that's pretty good for us. Rosberg's going to have a bit of a wider line, so we're probably just going to sneak it up his inside, similar to what we did to Ricardo, but Rosberg actually held it pretty well. So we're going to make a Hamilton-esque move into this corner. We're going to slick it down his inside. Job done, hopefully, as long as he doesn't get the cut back on us, which he shouldn't, because his tyres must be pretty near the end of their life. As you come on to the end of lap 6, Max Verstappen is going to come into the pit lane. We're going to stay out, actually. We're supposed to come in on, I believe it's lap 8, but we're probably going to come in a little bit earlier than that, just because, you know, we don't want to lose any time to the leaders if we are going to hopefully challenge for this win. So lap 7 now. The end of lap 7, like I said, the leaders are coming in, so we might as well just come in as well and just hope that, you know, we don't lose too much time. Only annoying thing is about this game, obviously there's tarmac there now in real life, which there isn't in this game, that can't be changed, unfortunately. I would prefer to have tarmac there, but obviously there isn't, so that kind of sucks. But apart from that, getting our front wing changed, we didn't really need to, because I think we had pretty decent pace considering, we had an end plate and what else we're ever missing. So we actually still stay ahead of Bottas. I actually thought that we passed the Force India, but the Force India has actually jumped Kimi Räikkönen. So that's kind of interesting, because I'm pretty sure the Force India wasn't ahead. I'm not 100% sure, but either way, it was a fantastic job from that crew. But you can see Kimi Räikkönen is actually getting held up a lot by Max Verstappen. Kimi just can't seem to get any luck in this or in the real life. So we're actually going to be able to pounce on Kimi Räikkönen fairly opportunistically. We're going to have another look at how bad this car is behind another car, like the overability attributes towards it. So we can close up the car in the corner, but it's just we don't have, or the Mercedes, doesn't have what it needs. As you can see, we just lose so much time in the dirty air, or the turbulent air, whatever you prefer, of the Ferrari. It's not just the Ferrari though, every single car that Mercedes encounters, it struggles behind. Obviously out in front, the Mercedes is a monster, it's purely fast, but the car just can't seem to do an awful lot. We're actually going to come very close to Kimi's gearbox, which is obviously what we didn't want. But we're actually going to do what we did to, I think it was Valtteri Bottas. He moves out the way, he gets a little twitchy on the exit. So we're going to take that. Thank you very much, Kimi. Don't worry about that. I'm not going to hit you off like Kvyat. I'm not a very big fan of Kvyat anymore after that. But nonetheless, we are coming down the back straight. We are up the back of Max Verstappen. We're going to dive it down his inside very late. We're on the fresher tyres than him as well. We're on the option tyres as opposed to his prime tyres. So obviously that helps us out quite a bit. So up into P3, we've got Nico Hulkenberg. So he was the Force India as we absolutely destroy that corner. I'm so glad that you guys didn't see that, but Anyway, so coming on to about to start lap 10 in the sector's time, I don't think we have DRS, but we're still going to catch the Force India Mercedes, as I'm pretty sure this season that Mercedes aren't giving all the other customer teams that use their engine the full wick, because it is just ridiculous how much faster the Mercedes is compared to whatever every other car that's the Mercedes. But anyway, we are now on to the final lap. We are now chasing down Sebastian Vettel. We have closed up overtime. Now, can we make a move? He's around about just over a second, I would say, ahead of us. So we're hopefully going to be able to make the move. He is on the harder tyre, we're on the soft tyre, but the only issue of that is both of our tyres are coming to the end of their cycle, and mine more so because obviously I'm on the softer compound, they degrade faster. But the only good thing for our side is the fact that the options right now, with the track temperature as it is the optimum tyre to be on. Obviously, it's the faster tyre, but the track temperature really works differently for different tyres, and right now we are very lucky to be on this tyre. Vettel actually going fairly slow. We can't actually keep up with him that much, so we're kind of struggling, not really in the turbulent air as much because we're not that close, but it's still a pain in the arse, because when you're within that 1 to 2 second gap, you still get dirty air coming over the car, which obviously affects the aerodynamics, which obviously in this car is probably one of the worst cars you want to be in when you're trying to overtake another car. But Vettel, we don't know if we're going to get DRS as our controller disconnects. That is absolutely beautiful. It's exactly what we wanted. So we're going to open DRS now. We're actually going to go down the back straight. We are closing so much more on Vettel than we have on any other car. That is an absolute tragedy how we did that. We're going to flick it into lean now because we don't want to run out of fuel as we cross the line. So that is it, guys. That is first place from last to first here around the Chinese Grand Prix. If you like the video, please make sure you give it a like, and I'll see you for the next video. Bye bye.